Good evening, SBC, BSL, and all points in between. Welcome to the May 15th edition of Shoot Your Shot. And whoop, there we go. I caught you. And, and I am your host, Mike Walker, and my lovely co-host, Joseph Fortenberry. How you doing?
Hey. I'm a little antsy tonight.
I understand.
I'm a little,
And you're looking very stunning tonight.
Date night.
You know what, folks? Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? She out cheating on me. And that's something right there. Cheating in the next room. Man, I can't even do anything.
No.
I just throw my hands up. You know what? Good night, folks. Okay, this might as well just roll the credits right now. So, hope everybody had a great week today. Hope everybody had a fantastic week, and we got a lot to talk about. And if you want to join into the conversation, you want to shoot your shot. Oh, let me pin the. I hadn't even pinned the whatchamacallit. If you want to shoot your shot, please just join in. We have the link in the comment section. I need to pin it. So, I didn't even do that. Oh, man. So, I'm not even worried about that. So, in any case, though, well, Joe, you ready for the night?
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's a good one. I'm ready.
Okay. Just a few minutes ago, in the group, maybe an hour ago, one of our good members, yes, she posted this question. It was Courtney Elise. She said, question, I know this is a Christian group, and she's referring to SBCC, Single Black Christian Connection. But Christians do have sex as well, right? Or am I imagining this? It's okay to talk about sex because it's a topic that as a parent, guardian, or what you have to do to discuss. So why, when the topic of sex is brought up in here, the group, people are holding on to their pearls and to their t-shirts?
I like the way she put that.
Yes. So you want to take a stab at this,
We
Joe?
got 41 answers on here so far. This is my first time seeing the question.
Yeah. You know, when it comes to the thing regarding sex, things usually blow up and everything.
I got a question in response to this question right here. I would like to know, will the real virgins please stand up? Now, are there any virgins in the house? Let me know. I like, just give us a wave, give us a thumbs up. We want to give a shout out to the virgins tonight. Are there any virgins on here answering this question? Please let us know.
That make you wonder. Though, are there any? Because like I answered in the question, I said, well, people think that we came here via spontaneous generation or something like that. The stork came in and dropped us off or what have you.
They got some interesting responses on here. I
have a fit.
Let me go ahead and be honest about me and who I am. Now, I am a single mother with 3 children, and I have a 13-year-old, a 17-year-old, and a 26-year-old. So it's obvious that I am no virgin. And I'm gonna say this also. I am very, my ultimate goal, and I believe in, with the sense where, I'm looking for marriage. You know what I mean? I would love to be able to get married to a man, but I am not gonna marry you without having intimate moments and sex with you first. I'm just not. And at the same time, in the meantime, I'm not, I'm just gonna be honest. I have a membership at Kiss and Tell, which is a local sex shop. So, I do. I mean, I have a membership and I do get discounts whenever I go in.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
I just know that for me, I have to watch when I'm hungry, when I'm angry, if I'm lonely, if I'm tired, if I'm in pain, if I'm horny. These are the things that change my personality, my character into somebody that may not be so nice. So self-satisfaction for me, I'm not saying I'm every day and no, it ain't like that. You know what I mean? It's just, every now and then I feel the need to get in touch with my body and relieve some stress. Let me shut up before I start saying something illegal.
Oh wow.
I know somebody done already hit the ceiling of the roof, or somebody done found some scripture on me.
Oh wow. So you bring up a good point though. I mean, and wow, and you know what, Joe? This episode is definitely taking a different turn, which, to be honest with you, I'm glad it did. Maybe it might.
Is that a good turn or a bad turn?
I think it's a good turn. It's a good turn, though. It's a great turn, though.
Good.
So let's see what the comments say. We got some comments. Truth. Yes. Well, Joe said, okay. Truth. But they got a question, though. Hopefully you can answer. Are there different kinds of virgins?
Well, I do know a lady at my church is 80 years old and she has never had sex in her life before, and she openly admits that. Now, she is a virgin. Like, she got white hair, white skin. She's a white lady. I'm sorry, but she's a white lady, and she's a virgin. Now, you cannot. I mean, okay, let me go. Okay, so let's go with this, right? So medically, once you have had sex for the first time, you cannot go back to that virgin part of your.
Yeah, so
and y'all know us old school people what we used to call it back in the day, what happens, but once you have had sex the first time, you are no longer a virgin. Now, if you choose to, okay, I've had kids and now I'm gonna be celibate, you still ain't no virgin. So you're making a conscious decision to be celibate. But you can't sew it back up. I mean, what happens?
Wait, no, you can't. Well, you know what? You had people. It was a movement back in the 90s. Okay, and I guess they were calling themselves born again virgins. It was a movement. Hey, I'm a born again virgin, and I'm like, there's just no such thing as a born again virgin. It's
Yeah, medically, I mean, different versions of a virgin. Like, let's see, I can't even once it's been I mean, I'm sorry, especially after a woman gives birth. You just might as well. The topic of virgin is just, you might as well not even.
Now, and Jonathan Young says, we still trying to live holy or not? I can only answer for myself. I say yes. I can only answer for myself on that one.
Trying to live holy. Trying to live holy. I very much believe in my Savior Jesus Christ, and I do try and go based on the breaking the commandments. I try to walk towards that same path in which Jesus did, but I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, and there is sin in my life. And I'll even admit this. I love the Lord, but I will cuss you out if you deserve it. I mean, I'm sorry. It's just that's part of and Lord have mercy. God forgive me. I'm not one to judge to compare sins. You know, maybe you're holier. I don't know how to answer that because, you know, I really base things on the 7 deadly sins. Now, I believe in those 7 deadly sins, and you know, I believe in not judging others.
Okay. And
I want to ask him the same question. I want to know if he living holy or not. But
and you know,
did any virgins stand up? I'm just curious. Did any virgins stand up?
And listen, now KJ says, so is there a difference between intercourse virginity and what are you saying, Kirsten? What are you saying? Well, okay, and you know, we got folks saying they want to click off. Hey, it's a free country. Click off. You know, and it's just like that in the group. You know, they want to say, well, why are we talking about sex? We're not talking about the graphic stuff or the technical stuff or how to do it, you know, but just like in the group, we just like, and like,
I get like it. You know, some people with the discussion will trigger them to have the desire, you know, more of a desire to have sex.
You know, and we can't. And
some people have a past of being having a sex addiction, and maybe they overcame that, and that might be a trigger for them. If that's the case, you should know when to set your healthy boundaries. You know, some people are just, you know, no, I'm adamant, I'm not gonna have sex until I get married. Hey, that's high five, wow. But for me, for Josette, I'm not, sorry. And I'm open to discuss it, but you know, so it's just like I don't mind discussing. Let's have this open conversation. Let's talk about. And even if I'm dating somebody, I am going to ask you, you know, how are you on your path with getting checked out for diseases? I need to have this conversation. Is there anything that I should know about? Or do you have any kind of sexual difficulties? Is there any kind of sexual awkwardness or something that we might experience or something? You know, and I need to have those discussions prior to, you know, marriage or being intimate with that person.
And again, we're not sitting up here saying the SBC guide to sexual pleasure. We're not doing slideshows or what's that other PowerPoint, you know. And again, just this is show as it's nighttime over here in Alabama. People are clutching their pearls. Oh, we got to go. You know, so.
But I mean, it's the same. Now, when I think about it, I kind of wonder too, because people will send you explicit pictures.
Yeah.
And now you can sit and elaborate and look at that explicit picture. Do you do? No, I don't. Delete that person.
Listen, and we getting support here. And BL said this is a good, transparent, and intimate discussion. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's amazing how people say, oh, we about to leave. They talking about sex. Well, you know, 9 times out of 10, that's how you got here. You know, it wasn't spontaneous. Okay, I don't know. I'm just being generous, giving them the benefit of the doubt. That's how you got here. And 9 times out of 10, that's how your offspring got here. And some, no, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna even get there. But thank you, VL. And Shanolia says you look cute tonight.
Oh, thank you.
We got some folks. Travis, you need to talk about these topics before marriage.
Yes.
Thank you, Travis. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Got D Giles in the house. Glad you here. Kirsten, look at the church. Look, the church will not talk about these things. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dwan, I like what Dwan's got to say. This is grown folk talk. Let's discuss these I can't read. Let's discuss these tough topics. Exactly, Dwan. Exactly. And again, for the 3rd time. It's not like we're going into graphic detail about this stuff, trying to say, hey, this is how you do it and whatever. Joe, what's
and
people?
When you spark that conversation with the person that you might be dating, I'm just saying from a woman, from my experience as a woman, every now and then or sometimes, the discussion comes up, and then the other person may want to elaborate into explicit stuff, and it's my choice at that time to say, look, I'm setting healthy boundaries, and I'm not going to discuss that part of this topic. We don't need to go into, I mean, it's a natural. A man is going to desire a woman is going to desire a man, and it could go, I think sometimes when women ask, well, what size shoe do you wear? They're trying to size you up. But, you don't need to go any further than that.
But listen, we got some more. Joy says, many people in this group have said church folk need to have honest discussions about sex and temptations. Joe said it, speaking her truth. Let's not judge. And there you have it right there. And there you have it right there. Because again, and we got some good comments in here. So I'm glad I got me some water tonight, Joe. Just like the comments. Oh, Sherry. And Sherry says it best. Just like the comments in the group. If you don't like the topic, scroll on. Not everything is for everyone. I think that is rule number 9 in SBCC in both of them. If you don't like a topic, please, no one holding a 38 to your head and saying, watch it. Just roll over. I mean, not roll over, stroll on or what have you.
Roll over too and go to sleep. But I mean, I really, really appreciate both groups for the fact that we can have these discussions sometime, because where else do we discuss it with other Christians? And K-Joe is right. We really we can't talk about this at church, but it's a reality, it's a fact, and it's emotional feelings that we do have those thoughts,
Yes.
So I appreciate, the people that do interact in the conversations without being judgmental.
Okay, now discuss what you will and will not do, even after marriage. There you go, right there. We talk about this all the time on Tuesday Talk. It needs to be an honest discussion with whomever you're dating, especially if y'all decided to move forward in marriage. Then you definitely need to talk about, listen, if somebody asked a question in the group about if a man is no longer able to have sex, should he be seeking marriage? And I thought that was a pretty good question right there.
It was. That is a good question.
I think that's an excellent question right there.
Yeah, he should still be seeking marriage. Yes, there's nothing wrong with seeking marriage, but there is a sense of being open and honest about your situation.
Now let me address this right here. Jonathan Young says, I'm not condemning or judging, not against talking about sex, but should we just give in to our sexual struggles before marriage, or should we fight? Well, and again, speaking for myself, we should do our best to fight. I'm not encouraging people in the group to have premarital sex. Okay. Not once have, and I challenge anyone to find in both of the groups or any live stream I've done, to find, and point out I did such,
No, you haven't. But I'm going to say this. I would change the question a little bit, because it says, but should we just give in to our sexual struggles or should we fight? No, that's a question for yourself, to each his own. This is not, I'm not going to, I live my life based on what is best for me and for what, and that's like I say, I'm not perfect. Because if we were talking about something else here, like say, for example, if I'm engaged to somebody and I choose to we've had this conversation and we end up, or it just happens, or whatever the case may be, and we become intimate, and okay, good. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, God forgive me, but I hate to compare this to the other. I've had sex with someone. Now, let's talk about somebody that might be killing themselves every day from drinking or smoking cigarettes or overeating or gluttony or not taking care of themselves. You're killing yourself every day. I had sex.
Mm-hmm. I get you. So let me go and put this up here. Sex and stuff. I had that else to call it though. Sex and stuff,
And that stuff part to me, in my opinion, is that as a woman, I think that a woman should periodically connect in with her body and feel intimate with herself. That means if you need to put on some sexy lingerie, dress up, do your hair and take some lingerie pictures for yourself, then that's something that's a part of us that we should not lose, or that's a part of me that I choose not to lose touch with. Because I'm thinking about like, okay, let me think about this now. I done got married and I don't remember how to put on a lingerie and I can't even put it, I don't remember how to put the corset on. It's upside down. I haven't been in touch with myself, and it's okay for me to be in touch with myself.
And you know what? D. Giles says it. The younger ministers do discuss it, but too many in the church creeping and pretending that they aren't doing nothing. From preachers, deacons, deaconess, ushers, and so on. Y'all know what goes on in the church.
And I'm saying I'm one of the ones that I've had pastors hit on me. I've had sex with pastors. And this was earlier in my younger years. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, I'm Miss Perfect. I'm not gonna but that's to each his own. And I don't judge the church anymore based on what my experiences was with those men were.
Mm-hmm. Dawn says everyone in SBC and SBCC aren't saints. Some people need an honest word from their peers. What we talking about again? And let me just go and put this up here. So Regina Williams says her truth. What about God's truth? It is not lining up with the word of God.
Okay. Well, let me go to God and pray, ask for forgiveness, and communicate with God about that. Mm-hmm. I don't need to debate that with the next human being that's sinning in their own direction. So, for somebody, I haven't had sex and I'm being and meanwhile you smoking blunts. So come on now. That's good. You go smoke your blunt. I'm going to go to kiss and tell. Don't judge me, and I'm not going to judge you.
Okay. And VL says sex is a 3-letter word, which means something different to everyone. Sex is relevant with unmarried people and married people. D. Giles says everyone has a choice.
Yes.
Yeah. Conviction is subjective and personal.
Yeah.
We have food, drug, and other addictions.
Thank you. Yes.
I know. I love my Reese's Pieces. So anyway, Kirsten says, oh, it's hot tonight, Joe. We have those thoughts and feelings. So those holier than thou people must be honest. Just like Joe said, we need to work out things for ourselves. If sex conversation is a weakness, then don't go there. Just like if alcohol is a weakness, stay out of the bar. Period. You know what, exactly. Kirsten? I ought to ask you to come on the panel tonight, Joe.
Huggies, girl. Huggies for you, girl.
She'll turn it out.
I want a hug in the house tonight.
Ooh, sound like she want to get cranked up, though. I know that. Oh, Stacy said, if Christians can't talk about these things honestly, then how do we encourage each other? How do we grow? How do we build each other up? Absolutely, Stacy. Oh, they coming in too. Let me see who else. What does the Bible say? It tells us to marry so that we do not sin.
And what happens when you get married and then the sin becomes something different? Okay, I get married, now I'm able to have sex, but come on, baby, let's go smoke this blunt. So now because you married, we're not sinning no more at all. There's a sin somewhere in everybody's life. And that whoever it is needs to take a look at themselves and take it at like, hey, let me look at myself and see where are my sins at. Maybe you have a jealous, envious person. If that's your sin, you're a very jealous person or you're a very envious person, but now you married, you get to have sex. Like, come on here.
But even in the Bible, God says, God see who have no sin cast the first stone. Okay. And let me see, we got a lot of them. Most frown because they don't want their past to haunt them from where they were. Okay. Okay. VL says David was a man after God's heart. Didn't David have an issue with sex? Yes, he did. Yes, he had a man killed, for his wife. So, hold up. David was a man after God's heart.
In fact, there's a whole era of Jesus's life that we don't even know about. So that
I don't want to go there.
Yeah, let's not go there.
I don't know.
But
no.
I'm just saying, like, we're not perfect. I'm not.
No. But
when I get married, I won't be perfect either. Now, when I get married, then we start to have sex, and then maybe somebody want to pull out the dominatrix or something. Is that a sin now? Because I can't do that because that ain't my thing. But I'm just saying,
Okay, so there's reason. And to help us go through this, and I'm going to address this, we don't build up each other by being enablers. Well, and again, speaking for myself, I'm not enabling, and again, no, I say that for the after party. I just say that though, because it may not come out the right way on this broadcast though. So, better to marry than to burn. Can anyone expound that what Apostle Paul said is better to marry than to burn? Well,
it is.
Well, you know what though?
Of course it is.
Another wrong with Carl, I'm not gonna put that on the screen though. I'm afraid because they will run.
Excuse me.
Bless you. They may
everywhere.
Okay. What's that on your lip? No. Okay. I'm joking. But what if the person can't satisfy you and end up divorced because of that? Okay. Stop marrying for the wrong reasons. Marriage is a ministry. All right, let's say this again. Marriage is a ministry. Sure, sex is a great part of it, but it can't be all of it. If sex is the only reason you want to be married,
there is a huge problem.
That's a gigantic
I'm
part.
Going to say this is something that when I'm seriously dating somebody, I want to see what they look like when they're sick. Because I do that because, say, for example, later on 10, 15 years down the line, and sex was very good at first, and then there's an issue. Maybe the issue is on my part, maybe the issue is on their part, but I'm not going to divorce my husband because he can't have sex anymore or there's sexual issues. I'm going to learn to improvise. So if I learn to improvise, am I sinning? Improvise by, back to my kiss and tell. But I'm not. I would never cheat on my husband. I would never, you know
what, Joe? I'm gonna need my nerve pills after this episode right here.
Oh,
I'm gonna need my nerve pills, babe. Oh goodness. David did those things at worst, but those things he didn't go unpunished, and that is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. The Bible gives us history, and it doesn't necessarily mean that God condoned what happened. Absolutely true right there. And I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Kirsten, just because you get married doesn't mean you won't have lonely times. You can still want sex, and your man and woman is laying next to you and not satisfy you. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Okay. Yes.
And how do you deal with the sexual frustration when you're in that committed relationship? it's a conversation that needs to be discussed.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, Kirsten. And a married couple can enjoy romance in many ways.
High five, girl. High five.
Yes. Yeah, this is a hot potato right here. This is a hot potato, but I'm gonna close this part. I'll get to the next topic though. But again, we as Christians should not be afraid of discussing, talking about sex. There's a right way and a wrong way you go about it. No one is enabling. Just, talk about it. But each time someone make a post in the group, all hell breaks loose. Everything explodes and just psh.
And I really do think that those people, if that conversation touches you in a certain way, you shouldn't give in to your anger. You shouldn't give in to frustration. You shouldn't everybody comes in a different level. Everybody has a different sense of emotional maturity as far as the discussions are concerned in the group. And if it's something that you can't handle, or you feel it getting you riled up or frustrated, then you need to go to a different topic or a different subject and just let that one go.
Okay. And that's pretty much it, though. And I'm going to say this. Stacey going to have the last word on this particular one. And I like it. She says, No one sin, sex, is different from any other sin. We can think things and it's a sin. We are all working out our soul salvation daily.
Yeah.
On that note, self is the everything is going. Okay.
Y'all gonna have a good after party.
So yeah, we're gonna have a good after party. We're gonna have to call the local sheriff. So Joe, you ready for the next topic?
Come on with it. Come on.
All y'all in SBC land and other places ready for the next topic? Well, here we go. Let me get me some water first. You want some, Joe?
Come on, Ham. You made me look.
Okay. Here we go. I'm frozen on the screen. Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. There's this picture that's been going around in the internet this past week, and it's been a doozy. Some of y'all may know what I'm talking about. I posted it in the SBC, and things just went, it just went bonkers.
Why?
Why? Okay, here it go. I'm about to present it. Bloop, there it goes. This picture has been causing controversy, causing division, causing discourse, and everything. It's a pregnant woman, someone deep in their pregnancy, proposing to a man. Now, we don't know if this is an actual picture. I mean, this happened actually, or this is a stage picture. Kind of looks staged to me, though, but we don't know. We honestly don't know what happened. So, the argument comes in. Should a woman propose to a man? Should a woman?
I'm against that. I'm against it. I'm against that. I am against that. And she, I could tell she had a rough time getting down on that one knee too. When you pray, it's kind of hard to get down there.
Okay, and Jonathan says probably, and you know what, bro, Young, I agree with you. I feel that way too. Nowadays it looks staged though, but
we've seen other women down on one knee asking a man to marry them. So I would say that this, I could see it happening. I could definitely see it happening now in 2021.
You think so?
I think so, but not here at my address in Sacramento, California.
Okay. Erica Joy says, I don't ever want to be that desperate for love. Why make her a mother if you don't even want to make her your wife? Now that does look a little strange, though, don't you think? Though, but I don't know what to say about that. Who else got something to say? It challenges people's beliefs and ideology. And that's her choice. Pretty much. Okay. That's her choice. It just, I don't know. What you say, Joe?
This is the outcome of what happens when you having sex before marriage. It's just one of the responses. It's one of the outcomes. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, I have 3 children and I'm single now. And I remember the times when I was pregnant, I was not going to ask that man to marry me. And I wasn't going to marry him. I've never been married a day in my life, you know, which I had to heal from that. Because that brought some self-esteem issues for me. And I had to heal from the fact that I have 3 children and I have never been married a day in my life. But that's part of what my truth is, you know.
Now, Dwan asks a good question. I need more info. Is he the baby daddy? And you know what? People have asked this question. I don't know. I know I don't have the answer. You know, it is strange though. It is really strange.
That's just like if I was to marry somebody, then we take on each other's kids. You know, I remember when I was pregnant, I had a man approach me while I was pregnant, you know, and as far as like, can I take you out on a date? And I'm thinking, I am pregnant here. What is, you know, but that's some people's thing, you know. And I'm in California, so it's a little different out here. You see all kinds of shenanigans out here.
I get you. I understand that though. So that's a good one though. And Angela Conley says, does the woman go to the man's father and ask his hand in marriage?
She should be asking somebody in his family, his mother at the least. But
that's something to think about right there. DJ said, we are living in a different world and society has changed the rules, but as a Christian, you should choose to allow to be chosen by your man / future husband.
Yes.
And I agree with you.
And that the first part of what he said.
I think Joe disappeared.
Hello?
You there?
Sorry about that. I don't know what's happening. But the fact that we living in a different world has there's a huge change in the world. Have you seen Sister Wives? There's a lot of African American people that's on Seeking Sister Wives now. Have you seen that show? There's more black people on there now, African American people. The black man is asking 2 women to be his wife, and they're living together as a couple. They live together with the 3 of them. And I think there's 2 separate. There's 2 different shows in that, but yeah, it's. I've met a lot more men out here in California that are, polyamorous, polygramorous, whatever whatever that poly word is, somebody made up in the last 20 years.
Polyamorous, yes.
Yeah, whatever it is, they're just no. I'm not floating on that boat.
Yeah. Dewan said, if she wants to do that, that's fine. The man should say yes. However, if you are a man, excuse me, you'll propose to her later after he gets the father's blessing.
So I guess he's saying do it twice. She should ask for the man, and then he should return and ask for her hand in marriage as well. Interesting.
It's interesting to me too, and anything is possible in this day and age. However, it's not for me. Absolutely,
right. wouldn't you discuss marriage prior to this even happening, just like you would discuss sex prior to all of this? I don't know. I mean, of course, the initial pop, the question is always a surprise, but there is at least there is at least a marriage discussion to know if y'all on the same path, y'all equally yoked, you thinking in the right, frame of mind.
Okay. Bobby Marie says the picture questions one's idea on gender roles. Yep. The issue of equality as it relates to male and female, etc. I guess I am too traditional as it relates to some things. It's a no for me. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I agree with you. And I think most people are put off. They already put off from the fact that it's a woman proposing to him. That alone, a woman proposing to a man, that alone is putting a lot of people off, okay? But then throwing the mix that she's pregnant, not only pregnant, she's clearly in her third trimester. So, I mean, that make you real. That's a real head scratcher.
She just appears to be afraid and concerned. Like, hey, I'm pregnant here. We're not married. We need some kind of commitment. Like, we're raising this child together type of commitment as a married couple.
I don't know. Let me see what Jonathan says. It's weird how people argue tooth and nail about sticking to Proverbs 18:22. The man should pursue, which is a misinterpretation, by the way. Yes, it is, but will defend sex outside of marriage. Okay. So, and no, I say that for the after party. I don't want to do this here, but I don't want to do that here. When I see a gentleman I love and we really appreciate each other, well, I can propose marriage. So, AB, you would propose marriage? That's interesting right there. Let me see who else. We got some folks in here too. Sonolia says, if the man asks you, know that they want to marry you. If the woman asks, the man most likely doesn't want you, my opinion. And you know what? That almost let's say you
reason why he hasn't asked you yet.
Okay. Okay. Kind of, yeah, that does make you think though, Sonolia, though. If you have to ask the man, and especially you're in at least your 7th month of pregnancy, then
why hasn't he already proposed and asked?
It's something. Joyce Scott says it's something I would want for. It's not something I would want for myself, but I don't want to judge him or her. However, some people see this and think this is what it means to chase after a man. It does look like she's chasing after him, though. I mean, that is, again, if it's authentic, which I find it dubious that it isn't, just doing something for internet, to go viral. But this, for the sake of saying it's real, yeah, it does look like she's chasing.
But it could have been a situation where maybe he already asked her and she said yes, and she wanted to reciprocate it by giving him a ring and asking him as well. So that, I don't know. I'm just trying to. Yeah, Travis, I'm old school.
yeah, we're old school as well, though. And Lisa, yes, and it does look staged. Yeah, now nowadays, though. And right, she's teaching her child that this is okay. Okay. It better be. Okay. I say let the man propose. Only he knows if he's ready for that and he will be able to or even want to take care of a family. Interesting. I think women force or try to make things happen instead of facing facts of reality. And you know what? That's a good question. I mean, that's a good statement, rather, though. That's an excellent statement right there. Y'all coming in with these good comments. I feel like America is the only culture where it is acceptable for a woman to propose. Now, listen, I like what Travis
said. Leave it to good old America.
Now, it's okay for the woman to let the man know the door is open. And it is. You know, you and I had this discussion earlier.
Yeah.
It's okay to let, sisters, I believe in this. It's okay to let the man know that you're interested in him. Let me repeat. Nothing wrong with you approaching a man and letting him know that you're interested in him. However, from that point on, once you let your intentions be known and he is interested, then he should take the lead from that point on. Okay, I hope y'all hear that. I'm not saying
I totally agree with that.
Now, I don't think she should make all the effort. If you being the man are interested, then guess what? Then you should take the lead in however this relationship or what have you is going. So yeah, that's good. And Dewan Jackson says, "Oh, I hate to be pessimistic, but maybe she acts because he is not the father, but a better man than who the father really is."
Oh, that was a good observation, Dewan. That was a good way to switch it around.
And then, so where does that put this fella at then?
Ready to take care of that baby.
And you know what, fellas? Since Dewan asked this question, I'm gonna ask this question to the fellas. Fellas, if a woman would you date a woman that was pregnant with another man's child? And if so, would you propose marriage to her? So that's a good question.
Here in California.
You think so?
Man, I've met people, and a person I have met, a couple did it.
Okay. And Joy, I like what Joy gets. I'm not defending sex before marriage. I personally can't stand it when a man approaches me with sex in mind before marriage. I'm just saying I'm not judging Josette's decisions. Okay. And let me see. We got a lot of them. Let me see. He chased her enough to make her pregnant. He might as well catch and keep her always and forever. And why did that song just pop up in my mind?
Oh, right yeah, mine's forever. Ooh,
yeah. What you say? And Dewan said the after party is going to be hot tonight. Yes, it will be. And you know what? And D-Josh, you got a good observation. They could already be married. They could already be married.
Good point.
Angela Connolly got something to say. And here it go, folks. Get ready to grab your pearls and hold on to your t-shirts. Go on, throw me out. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
Mm-hmm.
But now, who is the hoe? Are you saying that the lady who's expecting is a hoe? It's something. We all was a form of something, though. So
she might be talking about. I'm not.
Okay, Jonathan, I'm glad he answered this question. I would need to know more about the pregnant woman's story before trying to enter into a relationship with her. Being pregnant obviously means there's some baggage to unpack. A whole lot of baggage, don't you think, though?
Yeah, during the times when I was pregnant, I didn't even think about engaging in any kind of relationship with any other man. So yeah, that just
I know.
Being pregnant with a child is a very emotional, physical thing. I don't see how I don't.
Yeah, but Joyce said they could be renewing
Yeah, I
vows.
thought about that too. That's
Yeah,
I thought about that.
And of course, turn a hoe to a housewife. These are the responses to it. Not nice, sad comment.
It was.
Yeah. So Jesus turned to kill into apostles. Yes, he did. So yeah, we kind of have to watch our words though. Trust me, I know from experience though. And that's my God's way of protecting us. When things don't work out, both men and women, I mean, they coming in. And that's an after party question, Mike. That would be a difficult situation, a conversation that would need to happen to see what's going on with the baby's father. Absolutely right there. Absolutely. Bobby says, let's say he is the father. Do you feel later on there will be resentment on her end for having to propose? I don't know. I just don't think he should have proposed anyway. I mean, she should have proposed. Yeah, I just don't believe that though.
And then I just want to, I don't know. Yeah, the after party. Y'all have fun.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, I've never been a hoe, but I have a past, and God changes people's heart, man. I mean, I think about the past people I've been with, the past my sexual encounters from in the past, and God has changed me. And thank you, Lord, in the name of Jesus. Thank you, God, for having a forgiving God, a loving God, where we can change and be a housewife at some point in our life. Regardless of whatever past that we may have had. Thank you, Lord, in the name of Jesus.
Did he love her enough to propose?
He may have already. You never really know.
If Joseph took Mary, why wouldn't another man be capable of accepting a pregnant woman? Love is love. Well, that's a different situation right there. That was a very different situation. But Dwan says, preach, Joe said. Preach. Yes.
High five, Dwan. High five.
Yes. Let's forget that woman's words because she's not what she says. Okay. Yes. And she says this, Joe said. She says, you are a lady and a friend. I like
Huggies,
that.
girly huggies.
Yes. We have creative projections to this picture. Yes, we do. Yes, a forgiving God. Yeah, they coming in, Joe. They coming in good, though. So, on that note, guess what? We out of time. We are out of time, though. And not a minute.
That was a good one. I like that whole conversation.
Ooh, that hour went by fast. Yes. So you ready for the announcements? Oh, I like this. They giving you some more. Yes, give her flowers now, Joe. Just keep it 100 as a growing Christian. Yes, that's why she's my co-host. So, okay. Oh no, yes, we out of time. So we got to raise up out of here tonight. Go to this after party because we know it's gonna be WILD wild up in there. So let's get these announcements, okay? If I can find the announcements. They giving. We definitely appreciating the honesty. Yes, and we all have room for growth. Yes. Oh, see, they coming in too. Y'all let me get to these announcements, okay?
Lose them, Mike. Lose them.
I'm gonna have to buy me a new camera because this one's acting up real bad though. Oh goodness, and I really like this camera.
I want to really throw out a special thank you to all of y'all that actually come on and join in. We're gonna come up with a bring a friend, and y'all have a
yes,
We will. I think that's something that we really want to try and do. Even if the friends are in person, y'all have a little ice cream party at your house and set it up where you could just. But I really do appreciate all of the people out there. I really do.
Okay, listen. She said no announcements. No, we got to have announcements. We got some good announcements tonight. Great show tonight. Thank you. And see y'all coming in and come with the zipper. Okay, just put it in. Okay, here we go. Okay, and Tia says I gotta get good.
Tia, hey girl.
Touch on honest topics. Thanks, Mike. Great show. Thanks, Joe said yes. Okay. Now, here we go with the announcements. And join us. No. Wrong one. See, I'm confused. Join us next in a few minutes for the after party. Oh, it's going to be a hot time in the Old Town this night. So, so join us. We're going to finish these conversations. It might be a fight. Who knows? Okay. Now we go to Tuesday Talk and join us on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time for Tuesday Talk. Okay. Good discussion. And you think tonight's topic was something else. It sure enough gets hot on Tuesday Talk. And guess what? Join me Friday night. Friday night.
What's this?
Oh, yeah. Friday night. Join us. I'm going to be on the Next 15 podcast.
Ooh.
Yes, and they're going to interview me, Trey North and company. So make sure you tune in.
I'm excited for you.
Yes, I'll put the link up and and I will live stream in SBC, so you won't miss it, okay? And then it starts all over again with this beautiful woman next Saturday on Shoot Your Shot, okay? Whew. I told you it was a lot of stuff. Look at that. I didn't even get
a good one tonight, y'all. Y'all keep me in prayers for safety and throw some positive vibes out for me. I'm fixing to go on yet another first date.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And the last thing, I think I'm gonna kick BL out the group.
No.
Vegetarian pick knuckles. I'm done on that. I am done on that. Vegetarian pig knuckles. Okay, here we go. On that note, Joe said, thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all. We love you. Thank you, Joe said. Love you dearly. Thank you.
Very welcome. Huggies, y'all. Huggies, Mike. Thank you, Mike.
Yes, and if it's the Lord's will, we'll see y'all next week. So until then, take care. Bye-bye.